Hello everyone! Today we are about to dive into one of the most perplexing and chilling mysteries in the world. A town that seems to exist outside the rules of time. A town that vanishes completely, leaving no trace behind, only to reappear a decade later. This is not a tale from folklore or urban legend. Multiple eyewitness accounts, historical records, and mysterious photographs suggest that there is a ghost town that defies logic. A town that appears and disappears without warning. The story begins in the early 1900s, when a small settlement was established in a remote valley, surrounded by thick forests and jagged mountains. The town was ordinary in every sense. It had a general store, a few homes, a school, and a church. Life was simple, and the community thrived quietly for a few decades. But one fateful night, something inexplicable happened. Residents woke up to find the town shrouded in a dense fog, and by morning, it seemed as though the town had vanished. Homes, streets, and even familiar landmarks had disappeared, leaving nothing but wilderness behind. People reported feeling a strange emptiness in the valley, as though the land itself was swallowing the town whole. Eyewitnesses who had lived nearby recounted seeing faint lights flicker in the distance where the town once stood. Some claimed to hear the distant sounds of laughter, church bells, and footsteps, though when they approached, nothing was there. Over the years, explorers and researchers tried to locate the town, but maps gave inconsistent coordinates, and attempts to find it ended in frustration. It was as though the town had moved or existed in a separate dimension entirely, appearing to only those who somehow were meant to witness it. Decades passed, and the story of the ghost town became a local legend. Then, every 10 years, people reported that the town would reappear exactly as it had been before, complete with structures, roads, and sometimes even residents who seemed unaware of the outside world. Those who entered the town often described a strange sensation, as if time moved differently inside. Days could feel like hours, or hours like days, and some visitors claimed they returned to find that months had passed in the outside world. Historians and paranormal researchers have studied the phenomenon extensively. Some suggest that the town is caught in a time loop, trapped between dimensions, or is a manifestation of collective memory that occasionally becomes tangible. Others propose scientific explanations involving rare geological or atmospheric conditions that create optical illusions so precise that the human mind perceives a fully formed town. Yet, despite numerous studies, no one has been able to conclusively explain why or how the town vanishes and reappears. Photographs taken by explorers in the early 20th century show a small settlement with wooden houses, dirt roads, and a small church steeple rising above the fog. Interestingly, each photograph seems to age differently, some showing the town in a pristine state, others with signs of wear and decay, even when taken at the same time. Modern-day visitors equipped with high-tech cameras report similar anomalies. The town seems to flicker in and out of existence in photographs, leaving behind distorted images that hint at structures that may or may not be there. Stories of individuals entering the town are equally mysterious. One account tells of a man who wandered into the town during its brief reappearance. He described meeting townsfolk who spoke in an archaic dialect and were dressed in clothing from decades past. He tried to leave with a map and photographs, but by the time he returned to the edge of the forest, the town had vanished, and his camera had no images, as if the town erased its traces. Others claimed to have spoken with residents who insisted the town had always existed, that the outside world was merely a fleeting dream, and that they had never known it could disappear. Some paranormal enthusiasts speculate that the town is a gateway, a place where spirits or beings from another dimension reside temporarily before retreating into the shadows. Others link the town to time travelers, suggesting it is a location where time folds in upon itself, creating pockets of reality where the laws of nature bend. Theories abound, ranging from alien interference to collective human consciousness shaping the town's reappearance. Despite the enigma, people continue to visit the valley each decade, hoping to catch a glimpse of the ghost town. Researchers set up observation posts, cameras, and drones, yet the town remains elusive, appearing only to those who seem destined to witness its fleeting existence. Some locals avoid the valley altogether, claiming that the town is cursed and that entering it can trap one in a temporal loop, never to return to the present. The mystery deepens when considering the alignment of the town's appearances with certain celestial events. Reports suggest that the town reappears during specific phases of the moon or particular solar alignments. Some experts argue that these cosmic factors may create unique energy fields that allow the town to materialize. Others believe that the town is connected to ley lines, mystical energy paths running across the earth, giving it the ability to exist temporarily outside the natural flow of time. Every decade, when the town reemerges, new stories are added to its legend. Families report seeing ancestors long dead wandering its streets. Children claim to play in parks that vanish the next day. And treasure hunters occasionally discover items that defy historical records. Despite the dangers and uncertainties, the town continues to attract thrill seekers, paranormal investigators, and historians alike. Each appearance adds another layer of mystery, further blurring the line between reality and imagination. The ghost town challenges our understanding of reality. Is it a supernatural phenomenon, a trick of nature, or a glimpse into an alternate dimension? Could it be a manifestation of human memory, collective consciousness, or even the result of time itself bending in strange ways? No matter how many theories emerge, the town retains its secrets, leaving only awe, fear, and fascination in its wake. Some researchers suggest a daring experiment to document every reappearance meticulously, to track coordinates, and attempt communication with the town's residents. Others caution against such ventures, warning that interfering with forces beyond our comprehension could have dire consequences. Yet, the allure of uncovering the truth is irresistible to many. As the next decade approaches, eyes will turn once again to the remote valley. Adventurers, historians, and paranormal enthusiasts will wait, cameras ready, hearts pounding, hoping to witness a town that exists outside of time. Perhaps, someday, science and mysticism will converge to explain this mystery. Perhaps the town will finally reveal its secrets, or perhaps it will remain forever elusive, a fleeting vision of a world parallel to our own, waiting for the right moment to reappear and to vanish once again. Until then, the story of the ghost town that vanishes and reappears every 10 years remains one of the most fascinating mysteries ever recorded. A reminder that reality is far stranger than we can imagine, and that some places may exist just beyond the veil of time, visible only to those daring enough to seek them out.